ZIFA, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me on the show, Coach Donald. And good evening or good afternoon, viewers, wherever you're watching from.
Yeah, ZIFA, we have made it. Now this is our third episode. The one I did with two that I did with you, then one I did with Evans. Then there's also one that I did with Carlos Marx. I think it will be on the channel today. Yeah. So, hey, I've been speaking to some football legends as ZIFA. People are not happy. People are not happy. I don't want to lie to you.
Why are they not happy? What's wrong? Why are they not happy?
It's like they were in a relationship with ZIFA and they parted ways, and it's like they are bitter exes.
That's how it is in football. You know, there are a lot of heartbreaks all over.
Because one of them said, "Trust me, I have taken time out of football, and till things change, then I'll come back again." So that brings to the issue of today, ZIFA. It might be a little bit political, but I mean, they should just bear with us. It is what it is. Because our football from a distance is bad. Then if you make a close up, it's very bad.
Unfortunate. That's the unfortunate thing. Yeah, that's correct what you have said.
Yes. So let's start with the elections, right? They were, I think, a month ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What's your take? What's your take on the election? What can you say? ZIFA election.
We now have a ZIFA board in place. So for now, what we can do as football lovers is just to support those who are now in the office. And we show that we are going to pull in the same direction. I think over the years, that has been the problem that we have had, whereby whoever was selected into office, we try to fight them or try to challenge them. We want to see them fail. So for now, I can say we just have to support the ZIFA board that is there, regardless of whatever happened during the elections and so on and so on. All of us, we had our preferred candidates. And as it is in any election, there can only be one winner. And for now, it is Mr. Magwizi. So we try to support him.
Yes. I mean, that's progressive. That's progressive.
Yeah.
I agree 100%, because now if we start fighting the person now that is on the helm, we're not making much progress to our football. But what we can do is we can address the future.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Correct. So what can we say now? Let's go back to the issue now of politicians.
Yeah.
That they've got their hands on in our association, because ZIFA have been looking into this saga.
Yes.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. First, let's start with the amendment of the Constitution, whereby they said, okay, now they wanted 5 O-levels and other requirements that they imposed. What can you say on that?
Yeah, I think with the 5 O-level thing, I don't agree with it, because as some people have said, that is the highest office in football, and it has to be treated as such. But I don't think there is any other office wherever in Zim where they ask only for 5 O-levels. So if it was about education, to say we need someone who has really achieved something educationally, I think they would have said, okay, we want someone with this kind of degree, this kind of this, not to just say 5 O-levels. Because if you say 5 O-levels and then you eliminate certain people, but there's those people over the years, they've done something more than those who had 5 O-levels. Like, for example, if someone played football at the highest level, I think that person would have achieved more in the football world than someone who just had 5 O-levels and did some other things in another sector. You know, I can give an example of, let's say, Benji,
yes.
Benji, what he has achieved in football, what he has seen in the football world, I think you cannot say to him, now we disqualify you. It can not,
Yes.
you know. And also at the end of the day, you have to also say, okay, with your 5 O levels, you might have gone to school in 1990. And then from 1990 up to 2025, what is it that you have done?
Yes.
You know, if I was just, for example, so I'm not demeaning anyone, I joined the police force with my 5 O levels. And then in the police force, I did not even get any other rank. I came in as a constable and retired as a constable. I could not even get a rank to sergeant, to assistant inspector, to this and this. And then all of a sudden I'm a success. It can't be. It can't be. So it's a matter of what is it that you have done with your 5 O levels. So we have to find a way where we can incorporate everyone with your skill sets.
Yes,
you know, in the football, not to be like we are trying to eliminate people. It can't work like that. That's when we, at the end of the day, start to have a situation whereby if one is elected into office, the next party wants them to fail because of how it would have been done during the elections.
No, I agree, ZIFA. And also, we're going to be looking at the candidates that were contesting. We'll look at them one by one. But let's look at the Benjani issue and Farajere. I mean, those were people like beyond any reasonable doubt. We know them that they were in the football. We don't have to second guess their contributions, right? So the way I'm feeling right now, ZIFA, is that before the amendments, probably they saw that, okay, we have got so and so. I'm not saying Benjani doesn't have 5 O levels. Benjani, if you're watching this, I'm not saying that. I don't know. But like I'm saying, maybe it was an issue of seeing the people contesting. Yes, then try to see, to impose things that can take these guys out of the race. So it was like paging them.
In a way, it was like that because there were certain things that were put in there that you can see that it's a elimination before any other thing. You've got a thing of you have to be a resident in Zim for 2 years. You can look at, for example, let's say Tulani Ngube, ex-captain for Highlanders, ex-captain for the Warriors, the under 23. He's a football person. He's doing things in the football world, but now he's based in the US. So we can't say that he's not qualified enough to run for office just because he's based somewhere. But wherever he's based, he's getting more football knowledge, which we can use in our football. So we have to look at those kind of things to say, are we doing it for the good of our football, or we are just blocking some people out?
Yeah, that's a valid point, ZIFA. I have to check that. So also looking at another angle, ZIFA, politicians for years, they can't stay away from ZIFA. I think ZIFA is a magnet that, you know. So I look back, I reflected on this. It was after I came across an article that says a gentleman by the name Wicknell Chivayo made a comment on the preferred candidate. Then it happened that candidate won the elections. And also looking the resume of that candidate, right?
Yeah.
You can see some of the football experience that it was tailor-made. That's my opinion. Forgive me for that. But so what can you say?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it went to such a thing whereby some outside influence was now there. And when it was the time of campaigning, I even said it on my Facebook page that there is one candidate who is already far ahead. You know, it's unfortunate, but the truth is we cannot separate football, especially in Africa, from politics. As long as there's the Ministry of Sport, then there's our SRC, then there is ZIFA. It's going to be politically connected. So it wasn't in a way we can say it wasn't a surprise that the results were like that. But I cannot say that was the reason why someone won.
Yeah. No, we can as well speculate. I mean, that's what That's what people do in football. We speculate.
Yeah.
It's like if you make a blunder, I mean, in the pitch, we can safely assume that it's match fixing.
That's where we are now with our football, indeed.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's bad, ZIFA.
Yeah.
But like now you mentioned the SRC. Also, it looks like it's inevitable for government not to be there because SRC is a government.
It's a government.
Yes, the government arm, and it oversees football. So, which means whether we like it or not, government is there.
Politics is there. Yeah.
We are stuck with it. Then I have an administrator who told me that SRC is government, and when ZIFA has problems, maybe before FIFA, they pass through SRC for help, right? Maybe reaching out to FIFA, it might take more days, so they might safely go to SRC. And they said, so if we can bail the Warriors, why can't we dictate what they should do? Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing with the involvement of SRC in our football is that not just in our football, but in our sport, is that they wait until things are rotten. You know, that's when they now come in. But when things are already bad, instead of always overseeing how things are done, how things are being run, make sure that things are being done properly. But once they wait until the last minute, that's when we end up with the situation of the past 2 years where we were suspended.
And I pray that we will never go back to that situation where we out of football.
And that was not nice.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, so, hey, we talked about it, the issue of stadiums. And now that we mentioned the SRC, then you also mentioned the issue of reacting to things when they are happening instead of reacting to things before they happen. For example, like when we are doing a send-off for the Warriors to the AFCON, that's where probably we'll start the fundraising.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of starting already now, we know that we qualified from last year. So, yeah.
Because I was also reading in the newspapers, we have supporters that are stuck in Durban. And now the association is distancing itself from the people. So what advice or recommendations can you give to our administration?
On this one is just like they have to plan ahead. Because as it is, we have a calendar. That we know on these days, on these dates, we have so and so, on those days, we have so and so. So they have to plan ahead, like now our next match against Benin in the World Cup qualifiers, there should already be communication between the association and the relevant supporters associations. That is, if we have something like that, so that they can see how they can help each other out in terms of logistics to travel to the match and back to Zim. So they have to start planning now.
Yes. And